Welcome to your second stimulus check and stimulus package update. Hope you are staying safe and doing well today, and I hope you are having a great Sunday. So, right now, we're seeing so many reports out there stating that Mitch McConnell is under a lot of pressure to pass a bigger stimulus package. Remember, Senate Leader Mitch McConnell has been one of the strong proponents for a smaller stimulus package. Mitch McConnell has clearly stated that he doesn't want to do anything that's above $1 trillion, and he stuck to the $500 billion stimulus package, which is way less than what the Democrats want, and which is about half of the recent stimulus bills that we're seeing out there. And his bill does not include a second stimulus check to the people. But right now, he's under a lot of fire because of what? The jobs report. So the jobs report is not looking good. I mean, take a look at this chart real quick. We're going to talk about this here in a second. But the jobs report is not looking good right now, and Mitch McConnell is under a lot of heat because of this. So we need a bigger stimulus, and he needs to get us a bigger stimulus here soon. But before we dive into the details on what all we're seeing out there from the key lawmakers, I just want to say, if you've been watching this channel, thank you for your support. And if this is your first time stopping by this channel, welcome. Consider subscribing now to join this amazing community to stay informed on the latest stimulus updates, economic updates, and financial tips for your financial wellness and success. And one more thing, if you support the second stimulus check to struggling Americans, or if you believe that Congress needs to make progress quickly on the next stimulus package, give this video a thumbs up right now. Just smash that like button. Thank you. Okay, so here's a tweet from Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer. So Chuck Schumer, a top Democrat, sent this tweet out a couple of days ago, and in his tweet, he was calling out Mitch McConnell. And this is what he said. He said, "This latest jobs report shows the need for strong, urgent emergency relief is more important than ever." I mean, we all know that. But then the jobs report highlighted the impact of this. Then he goes on to say, Senator McConnell must hear the pleas of the millions of struggling American families. Remember, Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi a couple of weeks ago or so wrote a letter to Mitch McConnell asking him to meet them at the negotiating table to pass another stimulus. This was sometime in November after the election. But Mitch McConnell stalled a little bit on that, and then he finally agreed that he was going to meet them. But then he came up with his own stimulus plan, a smaller stimulus package. I don't know what that really means for the people when there's no $1,200 stimulus checks included. In fact, there was more money for businesses, I believe, or more money that would not go to the people, like the direct stimulus checks, to the people in there. But again, Mitch McConnell needs to come together and work with the Democrats. And I'm not calling him out. I'm just trying to give you the update out there that right now, the jobs report that we are looking at is not favorable. We don't like the numbers we are seeing with the jobs report. Can you believe that the number of the monthly growth, so the number of jobs that were added to the economy last month, went down by a factor of 3 when compared to the numbers in October, even though the number in October was worse than the number in September. So right now, this number right here from this chart from Fortune is really something we all should be concerned about. This further, presses on the need for more stimulus. This further proves that more stimulus is needed. And let me dissect this. Let's unpack this chart for a second. So when you take a look at this chart, you can see the year-to-date numbers of the monthly job growth, and you can see the first 2 months of the year we were pretty flat. Things were going okay. Then sometime around March, we saw a steep decline. We saw a 1.4 million job loss. And then in April, in the peak of the pandemic, we did see a 20.8 million job loss. So 20.8 million jobs were lost in the US economy. And then guess what? When the CARES Act was passed right around this time, we did see the impact of the CARES Act. The first stimulus check came with the CARES Act, and we did see that the job growth came up by 2.7 million in May. And then in June, we did see a 4.8 million job growth. But guess what? it seems like the impact of the CARES Act started to fade away sometime in the summer, and this was right around the peak of the second stimulus package check and the next stimulus package talks. This was right around when House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin, this was right around when they were negotiating on behalf of the Republicans. They were negotiating for another stimulus package. And right here, you can clearly see that after June, the jobs growth started declining again. So we did see 1.8 million jobs added to the economy compared to 4.8 million in June. So the number decreased. So right here, we lost the momentum by 3 million jobs. But then in August, it did stay kind of flat. We did lose 300,000 jobs. So again, 1.8 in July, 1.5 in August. Then in September, the number went down by a factor of 2. So a little more than half of the jobs were lost, or half of the job growth was sustained in September. And then in October, we did stay kind of flat. But then in November, this past month, the job growth went down by a factor of 3. So this is not what we want to see right now. And this further pushes on the need for Mitch McConnell and all lawmakers to get together and reach a stimulus deal quick for the interest of the U.S. economy and for the people. So Chuck Schumer's report saying that Mitch McConnell must hear the pleas of struggling American families is something that needs to happen. It's something that needs to be done. So I think they need to come together and get something done in the best interest of the people. But I want to hear from you. I want to know what you guys are thinking about this in the comment section below. And House Speaker Nancy Pelosi did send out a press conference. And in her press conference, she did indicate that there is a momentum right now. She did say that there's a bipartisan approach going on right now, and she did seem hopeful about the bipartisan approach towards another stimulus deal. So she closed her statement, her press conference, by saying, "And so I am pleased that the tone of our conversations is one that is indicative of the decision to get the job done." So she believes the job will be done to pass another stimulus, a meaningful stimulus that will benefit the U.S. economy and benefit people who are suffering economically, personally, and health-wise. Again, let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below. While we wait for Congress to finalize the next stimulus package, you may have to pick up a side hustle or side gig to get some cash or make some extra money from home. Be sure to check out the video on the left to discover the one-of-a-kind website that pays you hundreds to thousands of dollars to just read out loud. This is a free, simple, and exclusive side hustle, and in this video, you'll discover the step-by-step process to get started today. And if you want the best-kept secret to increase your credit score fast, check out the video on the right. Don't forget to help others find this video quicker by liking this video and sharing it. And also, be sure to subscribe now as we track the latest progress on the next stimulus package. See you in the next update. Be safe and thank you for watching.